everybody, thank you so much for joining my channel again. Today I wanted to talk about nutrients and what I use in my LECA plants. So I'm just going to flip the camera around here. So this is what I use. It's a 3-part nutrient. You have the micro, the grow, and the bloom. And this is a pH perfect technology, so you don't have to well, I don't anyways, test your pH in your water. I mean, you probably should, but I don't. And then I also use this stuff here, which is going to take any root rot that you have in your plant and turn it into nutrients for your plant. So if you've just converted your plant to LECA, sometimes they take like a hard time transitioning. But this stuff here I found really helps the plant because any of the soil roots that come off, that break down while they're inside of the LECA, this is going to turn those soil roots into nutrients for the plant. The easiest way I found to do it, because I'm not really good with like math and stuff and measuring out exactly what you need, is I have this Fiji bottle, which is 1.5 liters. So what I do is I take this stuff here, and then I have this little measuring thing here, and I fill it up to 2 milliliters for each one. So I do 2 milliliters of the micro, and on the back here it'll tell you that you're supposed to do it in 3 different steps. So I do 2 milliliter of this stuff, then you put the lid on your water bottle, shake it up, and then you do 2 milliliters of the grow, then you shake it up, then you do 2 milliliters of the bloom, and then you shake it up. And then I also take 2 milliliters of this stuff and shake it up. So this stuff I add to my water every week when I'm watering my plants. This stuff I like to do maybe every other watering. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I've tried doing it every watering and then I'm just pretty lazy, so now I do it like every other watering or every other watering. So I'm just gonna set my phone up here and show you exactly what I do. So you take your micro, and it says to just give it a shake, so I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit. Then you're going to take 2 milliliters of this one.
Can you clean up your breakfast first?
Oh, I can rip that one if I can.
You're recording?
Yeah. And you're just going to squirt it in your water like that. And these you can just get from Shoppers Drug Mart or Amazon. It makes it easier for measuring. Then you're just going to shake it up. And I found what's easiest to do is to get like a really big water bottle. This one is not that big, but if you want to get a bigger jug, you can, and then you can pre-mix your nutrients and just keep them for whenever you have to water. Sorry, I've got my family in the background talking. All right, so I'm just gonna take you through a few plants that I'm gonna water with you. And what I do is I wait until there's no water at the bottom. So see how there's absolutely no water down there? And now there's water. This one, there's no water down there, so I'm just gonna add some. Now this one I should be repotting, not really repotting, but putting LECA at the bottom of it, because as you can see, the roots sort of took over the bottom there. So I should be taking that out and moving the roots up a little bit, putting some LECA down at the bottom so that the roots have more room to grow. This one isn't doing so swell. This was a newer transfer, and I find it really hard to transfer Pelias, but we're just gonna add a little bit of water to that one there. It might bounce back. There's no water in that one.
No, that's my toy.
That one doesn't need water. There's still water in that one back there, so I'm not gonna bother adding any. Water goes really fast from the Fitonia. This one likes to drink, so I like to fill that one up all the time. This one was a newer transfer too. There's still a little bit of water down there, but I'm just gonna add some. This one has no water in it, so I'm gonna add some in there. I don't know how this one's doing. There's a little bit of water in there, so I'm gonna water that one. There's no water in that one back there, so I'm just gonna add a little bit.
I'm telling Dad, but you got 2 cider.
There's some water in there and also some algae, which you can expect. The algae's not too bad. I'm gonna add some water in there. Let's see what's going on with this one.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, look. It's trying to, this was a cutting. This is a rooted cutting that I put into LECA, but you can see that they're trying to grow at the sides of a cup. That's the only thing I find with netting pots is that sometimes you'll have plants that want to grow like out the sides. That's fine. I'm just gonna water it. This one needs some water. I should be doing a flush on that one, but I'm not gonna bother because I just did a flush last week. One could use some. Now, as for the ZZ plants, they like to be more dry, so I don't add water to those every single time I'm doing a watering. I'll wait until it's completely dry, and normally you can tell that it's completely dry because see how the balls are like this color up here, but they're like darker down here. So when all the balls are kind of like that color, then I'll water it, because that'll mean that it's completely dry and it needs more water. That one.
Guess what Pokemon
That one has water in it. Prince of Orange needs some water.
He's sticky off his ears.
This one is also a newer transfer, and it's doing okay. It's doing okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit to that one. I have a single leaf right here of a Florida Ghost, and this leaf was taken off of my bigger plant, so I'm trying to grow another plant from that. There's still water in there, so I'm not going to bother with that. No water in there. Okay, so let's water that one.
Who did you get?
There's no water in there, but look at those roots. Oh, I'm so happy about those roots.
Eat chicken nuggets.
Calatheas, prayer plants, they normally don't do very well for me, so the fact that that one is doing pretty good, I'm happy about it. There's still a little bit of water in there, but I'm gonna add some because the next time I'm gonna do a watering is not until Monday, so let's see how this one's doing. Beautiful roots. Got some really nice roots in there. And I'm gonna add some water to that. That's my Monstera Peru. There's a snake plant. Snake plants don't like a lot of water, so I typically don't water this one every time. These are my thirstiest plants. They are Syngoniums and they're very thirsty. They go through water like crazy, I find, in semi-hydro setups. So I'm just gonna add some water to that one. This one here had a really hard transition. As you can see, it's got some browning tips. Had a really hard time. It was a huge plant and it lost almost all of its leaves. These are the only 3 leaves that are standing. But look what I saw today. There's new growth. So that's exciting. Don't give up on your plants in hydro because they will eventually bounce back. This one's got a yellowy leaf on it, but I'm just gonna leave that until it literally falls off. And there's water in there, so I'm not gonna bother watering that one. Another Syngonium. And get some water in there.
Alright, tell Google about it.
My Pelea, bone dry. I find that the Peleas, they like to be bone dry. So I don't add too much water to the reservoir, but I will add a little bit because it needs a drink. This one is straight up hydro. That is my peace lily. So I will just add a little bit just to top that one off. Here is a pothos that's doing okay. Oh look, there's a leaf trying to grow up through the hydro balls. I get that a lot. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to that one.
I need it back.
Okay,
Chicken
let's
nuggets.
see. There's water in that one, so I'm not gonna bother. This one is a new transfer. As you can see, it's having a hard time. It's gonna lose all those yellow leaves, but I'm not gonna give up on it because it might bounce back. And there's still water in there, so that one won't need to be watered. This one's doing really, really well. I actually transferred this one in my last, or not in my last video, but in one of my videos, I transferred this one with you guys. And look, water roots. It's doing really well. I just saw a fungus gnat. Pretty sure you guys saw that too. It was on video. So I'm just gonna add some water to that one. Fungus gnat.
I tried. Yeah, that's what I did.
These ones are all of my soil plants, so I'm not even gonna go near them. And then, let me unplug that light. There's a few in here that I need to water. I just have to get back there. Got lots of stuff in my way. Wow. Look at the fuzzy roots.
Chicken nugget. He's chunky.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That one's doing so well. Great root system on that one. I'm gonna go through and add water to these.
Is it really good? What does this do? I found a car.
This one here is a propagation. So I don't know what's going on in there, but I keep adding water. And I think there's still water in this one. A little bit, but I'm gonna add some more.
My side of the look, he's gonna shoot lasers. See?
Let's see how the straight parts is doing. So I do see some roots in there. This is a rehab plant that was infested with mealybugs. And when I say infested, I mean infested. It had huge mealybugs on it. I've never seen that size of mealybugs before. I'm gonna add some water to this one because of the shape of it. I think I need like a bigger pot for that one, for sure. And the rest are in soil, except for this one back here, which is also a rehab plant.
He's running so fast.
And then these are my Hoyas, which are doing really, really good in LECA. Let me open the cabinet so there's no glare.
Can I see what it's called?
Cherry vanilla.
Cherry.
And I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna water these ones, but I'm not gonna do it on camera.
He has a new power.
But I will show you how well they're doing.
There's another one.
They seem to all be thriving. Except for this one. I don't really know what those spots are. Might be some sort of a disease or something. I don't know, but these ones seem to all be doing really well. Those spots are turning pink. That's cool. I thought it was a silver splash, but it might be a pink splash. I don't know. What do you think? Is it a silver splash or a pink splash?
Yep, got one.
Might be from the lights. Those look really pink.
I'm getting it
Pretty neat. And then I've got some more snake plants up here. Like I said, I don't water those all the time.
Is that your new socks?
That's a soil plant. That's a soil. And then these ones, I'm gonna have to add some water to the propagations. As you can see, that one looks like it's getting a little low. But I'm also running out of nutrient water, which is why it's a better idea to just get like a huge jug and then you can fill that up and just continuously use it if you have a lot of plants like me. If you don't have a lot of plants like me, then something like this is just perfect. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them.